everyone, I'm Chelsea. Welcome to my porch. Today I want to talk about my 5 forever fragrances that I will always have. So hopefully they will never be discontinued, but if they are, I'll at least always have a bottle. Even if it goes bad, I will keep a bottle in my collection because all of these fragrances mean something to me. One of the biggest reasons that I love perfume and perfumery is that it's an art form. And with photography, with painting, with any other art form, it has the power to evoke some sort of emotion. And that's how I am with fragrances. And so all of these 5 that I'm gonna talk about trigger some sort of special scent memory for me and make me feel a certain way, a certain positive way. And so for that reason, I will always have a bottle. My kids are in the background running around. They're probably trying to eavesdrop. 3 of these out of the 5, I would also say are in my top 5 favorite perfumes. But these 5 specifically are my 5 for life. So not my top 5, but my 5 for life. Okay, so in no particular order, let's get right into it. Without a doubt, Armani Rouge Malachite will be in my 5 forever. This one is one of my top favorite perfumes of all time. For the longest time, I was on a hunt for a replacement to my honeymoon perfume. My husband and I honeymooned in Hawaii. We went to Kauai for most of the trip, and then we went to Oahu for the second half. But at the resort we were staying at in Kauai, there was a little gift shop and they had perfumes, or colognes actually. And I picked up this little bottle. It's Terra Nova Tiare Lait. It's just this little cologne of a fragrance, and I fell in love with it. It's spicy and warm and floral, obviously with the tiare flowers. I was so sad when it turned. It was very clear to me when it turned and went bad. I also didn't keep it properly the way that I should have, but I know better now. I kept it on my dresser in the bright sunlight right outside my bathroom with the steam coming out. So I only got about 4 or 5 years out of this. So it has taken me years to find a replacement for that. And in my perfume journey of ordering samples and trying so many different things, I came across Armani Rouge Malachite. All of the reviews on this one said that it was tuberose and creamy and balmy, which it is all of those things. And people talked about the opening being spicy, like a fresh spicy and kind of aromatic, and I thought that maybe that's the one. And so I ordered a sample, and I am not exaggerating when I say that I'll never forget, I sprayed the sample in the air, and my husband was in our room. He was laying in bed, and I went, oh my gosh. And I started actually crying because I had found a perfume that reminded me of my honeymoon perfume, and I had been looking for years. And so this one is just always going to be so special to me, and it is just a masterpiece of a perfume. It is heavy tuberose, but it has clary sage in the top, so that makes it fresh and spicy. A lot of people don't like the top notes. Other reviewers I've heard say, just, get through the opening, and then once the fragrance settles into your skin, you're gonna love it. Well, I love the opening. I love the mid and I love the base of this perfume. I think just truly it's a masterpiece of a perfume, and it's just creamy and balmy and opulent and luxurious. It's from the Armani Prive line. Their private line, I don't know, it just is meant to be, I guess, a more luxurious line than the line that you would get at Sephora or Ulta. Yeah, it has tuberose, pink pepper, clary sage in the top. It gives it this spicy brightness to it in the beginning, which I think is addictive, actually. I really love the opening, and it really reminds me of that Terra Nova cologne in the opening too. It has more tuberose in the mid with jasmine and ylang ylang, benzoin, cashmerein, orange blossom. It is opulent is the word that really comes to mind. It is my version of Chanel No. 5. My mom has always worn Chanel No. 5 as her fancy perfume when she wants to feel more dressed up and it's a special occasion. And so if Chanel No. 5 is my mom's fancy perfume, Armani Rouge Malachite is my Chanel No. 5. Another I will always have a bottle of is Guerlain Mon Guerlain. I think that this is another masterpiece of a perfume. It is so classy and feminine and warm and inviting and just elegant. I don't have enough words to use to describe how beautiful this one is. It just, I feel like suits the stage of life that I'm in so well. It just smells like a mom. It's like the most comforting, warm, beautiful embrace by your mom. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just so womanly. I think that it would be so beautiful on someone's wedding day too. So it's not just for someone if you're a mom. And I wouldn't say it's mature. I don't think it's mature at all. I think it's grown. It's for a woman in her grown, confident era. So I think of a bride. I think of, you know, someone like me, a mom in her 30s raising her babies. I think of someone in their 50s, 60s, 70s. Like, I really think anyone can wear this. I don't think I would have been able to wear this in college. This was not my sort of fragrance profile in college, but for sure, in my later 20s, especially after I became a mom, this one is just so beautiful. It has lavender and bergamot in the opening, and that makes it's really aromatic. It's just, you can really smell it all around you. It has the prettiest scent bubble. Sometimes I feel like perfumes that are balmy and creamy, like Armani Rouge Malachite, kind of have a more intimate projection. And so, what do you need?
I need you to push this up.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey. I love you.
I love you too.
What do you think of this perfume? Does it smell familiar to you? Oh, that's another thing. This perfume smells familiar. It unlocks some sort of scent memory for me where I swear I've smelled something like this from my childhood. And I think that a lot of people have that sort of reaction to it. Like, it just is so comforting. I don't know what it is. And I can't pinpoint the scent memory. I just know that this smells familiar in the most comforting, happy way. And it has iris in it, and I mentioned in my spring video that I really am loving purple florals. I'm loving violet and iris and hyacinth and lavender and all of these purple florals. Man, they just really, that I'm in my rose era and I'm in my purple floral era. And Mon Guerlain is just, this is the era that I'm in right now. Mon Guerlain. It has a warm sandalwood in the base. It has licorice. I love licorice as a note. But don't let the lavender and the licorice make you think, oh, that's going to be too masculine. It is not. This is not masculine at all. Actually, I think the face of the Mon Guerlain line for Guerlain is Angelina Jolie. And you would look at it and think, oh, those two don't go together. But I think that she just really embraces, you know, her femininity, her motherhood, and those aspects of her womanhood. And it's just like this soft side to her. And I think that this is perfect. I think that she's a great person to be the representative of the Mon Guerlain line. It also has a little bit of patchouli in the base. I hate patchouli. I do not get down with patchouli, especially if it's a dirty, earthy patchouli. I cannot do it, but it's just enough to make this last a long time. I smell this on my clothes for days and days after I wear it. And I really don't get patchouli. It's just enough to ground the fragrance. Yes? What do you need?
Have a bite of this.
Oh, thank you, buddy. I don't want to bite, though. Thank you, though. It's a classic. I will be devastated if they ever discontinue it. I mean, I will for sure riot. I will be writing them a letter if they discontinue it. But I will always have a bottle of this. It's like walking through a field of lavender and the sun is shining and you end up in a loved one's embrace. It's that cozy, comforting, familiar feeling. It will always remind me of raising my babies in the woods with my high school sweetheart, the chaos that motherhood is, the beautiful chaos that motherhood is, and just sweet, sweet memories with this perfume. Another I will always have a bottle of is Initio's Atomic Rose. And this name is the perfect name for this fragrance. It is Atomic, oh my gosh, it is Atomic Rose. It is the ultimate date night perfume. I pretty much wear this exclusively on date nights, or if I'm gonna be at a special event. So Armani Rouge Malachite, for sure, my fancy perfume. I wear a lot on Sundays too. It's kind of like my Sunday perfume too. If we're going somewhere though, and we're gonna be in a large room, it's late into the evening, there are gonna be lots of people around, you know, that's clearly a date night too for us, right? Just getting out of the house, just the two of us is a date. But in a setting like that, I'm going to pull for Atomic Rose, and I'm only going to spray twice, max. 3 times if I'm feeling really bold and daring, because this will for sure fill a room. It will, if you're in a smaller room, go with maybe even half a spray of this. If you're in a big, you know, reception hall, then you can go a little more heavy-handed. No more than like 4 tops though, because it is atomic. It is amazing though. It's amazing. The scent association was so strong with this perfume from the samples that I went through that my husband one night just ordered this for me, you know? It's pink pepper and bergamot in the top. There's a double dose of rose in the mid. You got Bulgarian rose and Turkish rose and Egyptian jasmine. And there's vanilla and amber in the base. This is the most long-lasting perfume I have ever owned, by far. My husband and I went out for, not New Year's Eve, because we have 4 kids, but New Year's Eve weekend, we went out and had a staycation away, and I sprayed this on my clothes. I got that dress out recently to take it to the dry cleaners. It's May now, and I got that dress out from the end of December, and it still heavily smells like Atomic Rose. If that tells you anything about the power and potency of this perfume. Yes, so we'll always have a bottle of this, even if it goes bad, even if they stop making it. We'll always have a bottle of this for the memories tied to it. My next one is also a rose perfume. Definitely a classic. I think that people would riot if they discontinued this one. And it has to be one of their best sellers. Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. I have the EDP of it. I think that the main difference between the EDT and the EDP of this one is that there's rose in the mid, and there isn't like a woody base to it. It's just musk as the base. What, bud? I cannot keep my train of thought with this rascal. With this video bomber. I can't remember anything I'm talking. What am I saying? I don't know. Do you want to come sit out here with me while I video? Okay, you can sit right there, but you have to be quiet, okay? Okay, all right. I have a little friend here. Okay, all right, go sit down, go sit down, go sit down. Be quiet, okay? Shh. But this is just the classiest, most elegant, bright, uplifting, kind of, you want to smell it? He loves this one. Here, I'll spray it over here. You say over there. You smell it? Has like a clean, shampoo-y vibe to it, but in the most refined, elegant way. Not like a clean, shampoo-y perfume that a 16-year-old would wear. This smells like a grown woman. I think that I could have worn this in college for sure. I think in college, if I would have worn this, this would have been my fancy perfume. But I will always have a bottle of this because my mom is a Chanel girl, and she bought this one for me, and it was my first and only Chanel. So that will always be special to me, and I'll always have a bottle of it for that reason, and because it's just a classic. The last perfume that I will always have in my collection is Daisy's Eau So Fresh. This was my wedding day perfume, and I mean, for that reason alone, I will always have a bottle of it. I didn't recommend this one in my spring video because it doesn't last on my skin anymore, and I don't know if they've changed if they've reformulated it.
Mom, is this gonna be your next one?
Yeah, I'll talk about this one in a little bit. Come on.
What?
Yeah, I will in a little bit. I don't know if they've reformulated it or if my skin chemistry has just changed. I'm sure my chemistry has changed as I've gotten older, but it just doesn't last for me anymore. So when I wear it, I get a couple of hours out of it, but oh, see. When I wore this on my wedding day, in that season of life, it lasted me forever. So I don't know. It probably is just that my chemistry has changed, or maybe they have changed the formulation a little bit. But it is really fruity, but a green fruity. There's like a grass note. There's juicy pear in it. There's violet and lychee and apple blossom, plum and cedar. It's such a great perfume, but it's just bright and happy and just brings back such good memories of our wedding day and that season in life. We got married when we were in college. I feel like this for sure captured kind of my essence of that time in life. Just, girly and coming into womanhood and getting married and starting that chapter of my life, finishing college. A whimsical and pretty perfume that makes me happy and brings back good memories. But that's it. Those are my top 5, guys. Well, not my top 5 out of my collection, but the 5 for life. 5 bottles, 5 perfumes that I will always have. Even if they stop making them, I'll always keep my bottles. But I want to tell you guys about my newest acquisition, and I got such a great deal on it. I talked about it in my spring fragrance video. Kilian's Good Girl Gone Bad. I hate the name of this perfume. I hate. Oh, you're right. I shouldn't say hate. I do not like the name of this perfume. I don't think there's anything bad girl about it. I don't know, the reviews are really mixed on it though, but I think it is so beautiful. And I told you all in my spring video that I would not be ever spending full price. I would not do that. It was just too expensive. No, I'm still talking. It was just too expensive, but we went to the outlets this weekend. There's the cosmetic company store there, which I don't know if you guys have ever been there. I used to get my makeup there in high school and then kind of totally forgot all about it. But we went there. It's an Estee Lauder overstock store, and Kilian is owned by Estee Lauder. So it's a niche brand, but Estee Lauder is like the parent company, I guess. They had a bottle of Good Girl Gone Bad. Actually, they had this set. It's the 50 ml bottle and the travel spray. This set is normally $295. We got it for $150 after tax. That is such an amazing deal. I'm so excited to finally have this. I went through so many samples of it. Yeah, this was the 15th anniversary set. So I guess they had overstock on it, and then it went to the cosmetic company store, which, I mean, great for me. And then here is this really heavy, really luxurious travel spray holder. Has a really heavy magnetized cap, and then the little vial that's in there, and it's refillable. So, I mean, I think that's amazing. I think they also have come out with lipsticks that come in a similar case, which is really cool. But it is just such a great experience, a great unboxing experience. But I asked you guys in that spring perfume video to, you know, what wildflower perfumes would you recommend? And you all really came through. I have so many to try. And I showed a photo of me in a field of wildflowers at Golden Hour. And I said, you know, is there a perfume out there that smells like this photo? You guys have amazing recommendations, and I'm kind of slowly going down the list and trying them all. But as I kept revisiting this perfume, which is quickly becoming a signature scent for me. Hold on here, I'll spray it over here. Okay. It reminds me of that photo. I don't know if it's that I just needed it to continue to get warmer and warmer outside. I mean, it's like in the mid 80s here now. Sometimes it'll go back to like the low 70s, but we're pretty much in the mid 80s now, which is crazy. But I don't know if I just needed the temperatures to rise for me to get that like experience or that imagery from this perfume, but that's kind of the imagery I'm getting from it. It's really warm and almost honeyed in a way. It's not solar. It doesn't have like a solar note to it, but it does feel like warm, you know, skin that's being warmed by the sun at golden hour, and it has the osmanthus and the narcissus, and you're getting those white florals around you, but it has like this greenness to it, and I don't remember the notes. Okay, I don't remember the notes, but it has like, I don't know, I think of that photo. So I'm still gonna work down my list of all that you all recommended to me, and I'm so thankful that you guys came through on recommendations. I was actually really surprised that anyone recommended anything, so that was that's been super fun for me. So thank you all for doing that. So yeah, I just had to tell you guys about that deal because I thought it would be forever before I added a full size of Good Girl Gone Bad to my collection, and that was just such a happy discovery to go in there and see that they had this set and for such an amazing discount. So that was exciting. And so if you guys have a cosmetic company anywhere near you, or you're traveling and you're passing by outlets and there's one that you're passing by, then I would say it's for sure worth going in there and seeing what deals they have. You know, they have Tom Ford, Joe Malone, Frederick Malle, Kilian, and Aaron. Maybe they have a few more, I don't know, but I went in there specifically to see what Kilian's they had. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching and for commenting and engaging and being a part of this little community here. It's been super fun for me, and I've really loved talking to you guys and making videos and just, you know, hanging out with you and knowing what you're... So what are your 5 for life? Doesn't have to be top 5. These weren't necessarily my top 5, but they're my 5 for life. What are yours? What scent memories do they unlock for you? What feelings do you have whenever you smell them? When you know, go down your row of perfumes and pick them up and smell them, what memories come back for you? No. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh gosh, that sounded silly. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.